That's good. And we've got 2 reflectors acting as flags to be able to block out the light. Aquaman has very sensitive eyes. He's a very sensitive individual. So we are going to try to manage that as best we can. And now the nice thing of Julio helping me out by flagging the light with 2 reflectors is that we now have shade and everybody's calm. The part I've got to worry about is in the overall frame, we've got Julio's legs. So we're going to try to see if we can't. One of the biggest things to think about with beach photography constantly is where the shadow's laying, where the shadow's lying. You've got to manage those as best you can. That includes yours, your assistants, anybody else in the scene, passerbys, etc. So we're going to see if we can. Okay, that's actually better, Julio. Very nice. Good. So I have my settings. I'm at ISO 200. I'm shooting with the Nikon D4 and the 35-1.4 lens. I have sandy humans in front of me, looking really good. I'm going to be aware of the fact that I've got some backlighting going on, so I'm going to be metering appropriately. And I'm going to be shooting at about 4.5 aperture, which then puts me at about a 1/400th for shutter speed. And everybody's pretty contained, so that's a safe place to be. All right, so as I like to think about is having everything else in place first, have the technical considerations in place first, and then work on exacting the pose and little details and expressions last. So everything looks good here. Spider-Man looks like he's getting nice and bored. That's not a bad thing. And I am gonna be setting up the shot. So as I'm looking at the scene, the one thing I'm noticing is their faces are well flagged, but Julio, I don't know if you're shifting or the wind's shifting, but the flags are going back and forth a little bit, and what the danger is in that is that we have hot spots. So specular highlights that can show up on the foreheads, the edge of the toes, all that sort of stuff. It's not unusual in a situation like this to have everything perfectly covered except for one patch of skin, and then it blows out entirely, and if you're not shooting at a level where you can recall that detail, you've lost it, and it kind of ruins the portrait. So, so one thing I'm noticing is Batgirl's foot is blown out. And if I'm exposing for them, there's a chance that that's gonna be lost detail. Okay, good. So we're gonna bring it over just a hint more. Actually, so you can scoot your leg in a little bit.
Like that?
That'd be great. Okay, we are ready. You ready? Let me make sure you're all set. Yep, your face is still on your head. Let's get your sand off. Yes, I see you too.